With us now is Shiromal Cooray, Chairman and Managing Director of Jetwing Travels and Chairman of Jetwing Hotels. It's so good to talk to you. Talk to me first of all, Ms Cooray, about the impact that all this could have on the Sri Lankan tourism industry.
Well, it's already had an impact because lots of your foreign countries, especially the European ones, have travel advisories against visiting Sri Lanka. So it's a huge blow for us. There are about 3 million people who are employed directly and indirectly in tourism. And as you said, it's the third largest foreign exchange earner. And right now we do desperately need the foreign exchange so that we can get all the vital supplies that we need. So it's had a drastic impact on tourism.
And of course, the tourism industry hasn't even yet rebounded from the impact of the pandemic. How do you think the current economic and political crisis is affecting your businesses and the industry as a whole? Because the pandemic obviously already hit things hard, didn't it?
Yeah, so it started with the Easter bombing in 2019, and then we had the pandemic. And we were actually recovering pretty fast and pretty well after the pandemic. So the figures from December 2021 until March, April 2022 were pretty good. And most of us virtually recovered 70–80% to our pre-pandemic levels. So that was very encouraging. But unfortunately, it all came down with obviously the issues that we've had. So we do need political stability, yes, very, very badly. Because if there is political stability, we are very confident that the foreign embassies, missions that are here will give positive feedback, and advisories can be brought down. And we have a very good reputation. All our hotels are ready. We can take care of all the tourists that are coming in. There are already people coming in from some of the European countries.
And I mean, we've had obviously the Sri Lanka swearing in its new acting president. Things look like I mean, who's to say, they are, you know, settling down. And the Australian cricket team, I believe, is also in Sri Lanka right now. Does that, do you think, mean that the road towards some sort of normality is definitely there, you know, and you can start on it?
Yeah, so the Australian cricket team played the one-day series and the test series, and they're now on their way out. So the Pakistani team is here, and we are going to have the Asia Cricket Cup in next month. So the things are happening as normal the rest of the country. And I know there are fuel shortages and gas shortages, but we, as an industry that earns in foreign currency, we can pay in foreign currency. So we are not a burden to the country either. So there is no problem for tourists who arrive in the country. We can take them around, and it's very, very safe. As Australian cricketers were a great testimony to Sri Lanka, because they traveled around and they had a very normal tour, and they had the spectators were fantastic, the stadiums were full. Yeah, so everything is, other than the issues, the political issues, rest of it is fine.
Yeah, and you have been in charge of Jetwing for so many years. I mean, do you think this is the worst crisis you've ever seen in the country?
In the country, yes. I mean, we've had lots of issues. We've come through the war, we had a tsunami, we've had an insurrection, and then we have the last 3 years were bad. But this is unprecedented. We never expected this kind of thing to happen. It's very sad that because of the mismanagement of the political people that were elected by us did this. So there's a lot of animosity in the country against the rulers, which is why the activists are asking for a system change. And we are hopeful that the leaders will listen to the people and give us a government that is accepted by everybody.
OK, Shiromal Cooray, Chairman and Managing Director of Jetwing Travels and Chairman of Jetwing Hotels. I wish you luck with your business going forward, and I thank you once more for taking the time to speak to us on Impact.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.